Hey guys, I'm going to be going over how to subtract fractions with like denominators, and this is lesson 9-5. The examples I am getting are from page 491 in your student notebook. Number 1 says, Jesse has a bottle that contains 7/10 liter of water. He drinks 2/10 liter. Jesse says he has 1/2 liter left. Is he correct? So my problem is telling me he has 7/10 liter and he drinks 2/10. So we are subtracting. After he drank 2/10, he is saying he has 1/2 left. So we have to figure out if he is correct. Remember, when we are subtracting, our top number is called a numerator and our bottom number is called a denominator. Okay, so down here at the bottom, I want to set up my math problem again because we want to make sure that 1/2 is correct. So when we are subtracting fractions with like denominators, we know our denominators will be the same. So down here, my denominator is 10. Okay, so then I look on my numerator. 7 minus 2 is 5. Then I am not done yet. I'm going to look, is it 5/10 reduced? Can it be reduced or be made into a simplest form? Ask yourself that. If you say yes, think what two numbers or what one number can you divide these numbers into? And I would say 5, because 5 can go into 5 and 5 can go into 10. Remember, whatever you do to the top number, you have to do to the bottom. So I am dividing it by 5 on the top and 5 by the bottom. So 5 divided by 5 is 1, and 10 divided by 5 is 2. So then my question says, is he correct? And you would say yes. 1/2 is reduced, or 5/10 is reduced to 1/2. So 1/2 is its simplest form. So yes, Jesse is correct in this problem. So erase. Okay. So I'm going to go to number 3. Number 3 is 2/3 minus 1/3. Remember, I am subtracting with like denominators, so my denominator will stay the same and subtract straight across your numerators. 2 minus 1 is 1. Okay, then I can go to number 4. Scrolling on my other page. Number 4's problem is 3/4 minus 2/4. Again, my first thing I can do is write down my denominators. My denominators are both the same, so I will write it down. Okay, remember, do not subtract your denominators. Then you will subtract straight across your numerators. 3 minus 2 is 1. Hopefully I'm not going too fast for you guys. Okay, then I want to do number 8 as an example. This has 17, I'm going to write it a little bigger, 17 minus 10 over 10 minus 9 over 10. Okay, first thing I want to do, my numerators, or my denominators, sorry, are the same. Okay, so I will write it down as my denominator. Then I have 17 minus 9. If you cannot subtract this way, feel free to write it up and down and subtract that way. Okay, do not forget, you cannot take 7 from 9, so you have to borrow from your neighbor, turns into a 0, and your 7 now becomes 17. So now 17 minus 9 is 8. Okay, so then 17 minus 9 is 8/10. Okay, then I want to do, what if I had 40 over 10 minus 20 over 10? My denominators are the same. First thing I should do is write down my denominators. Now 40 minus 20 is 20. Okay? And some of you may ask, what do you do when your fraction, your numerator is bigger than your denominator? Do not worry about that right now. We are just simply subtracting fractions with like denominators. So I will do one more example for you guys. Then we have 19 over 10 minus 8 over 10 equals, what's the first thing that I should do first? Again, we're subtracting with like denominators, so that means my denominators are the same. So I can write this down as my denominator. Then I do, what is 19 minus 8? Again, if you cannot subtract straight across, feel free to write it on top. And then subtract 9 minus 8 is 1. 1 minus 0 is 1. So it would be 11 over 10. Okay? And if you guys need to show your work to help you see these, I would do that. Grab yourself a scratch sheet of paper at home. If you guys can do these without writing them down, just double check your work, but I hope you guys do a good job. Remember to do practice buddy, and you need to have an 85% or higher. So good luck, guys.